Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing well. This is day 13 of Squat Every Day. As I mentioned in the description of the last video, I didn't really think I was going to lift too heavy today and didn't really want to. And that definitely was the feeling when I got ready to train. I did not really want to train. I was going to go to the gym, and if I ended up going, I probably would have lifted more and heavier, but ended up not going and lifting at the house. So the training was able to stay really light. I was very casually doing some muscle snatches from the block. Just because they're a little bit easier from there. My roommate was doing work from there anyway, and I didn't really care where I did the muscle snatches from. Plus, doing a muscle snatch like this is a good way to work around some sort of achiness that I have. So one of the big keys of training on days where you don't want to train, or you have like a knee pain or shoulder pain, is to find movements that are pain-free. And it's pretty common sense, but you should find movements that don't make things worse. Things that you can do that you can see as productive, or are doing something to at least get some movement in, that aren't going to make whatever thing you're dealing with sore. And what I find is that when I have days like this, so if I don't aggravate anything that's a little bit sore, so for me it's like my left shoulder and my left knee that are a little bit achy, if I just do movements that I'm still using those areas of my body but not in a way that's going to aggravate them, they tend to feel even better the next day. So I'm hoping that is the case tomorrow, because I do want to do some more stuff, perhaps some high hang snatches. But you notice that most of my training sessions I always squat last, and that's just because that's the priority that I have. Snatches are the most difficult movement for me, so I want to do those first, and it's also the first I would do in a competition. So I'd like to knock those out first, just because it always was a good feeling into my training session if I have a productive snatch one, and it would be really difficult to do it after fatiguing my legs, especially since I don't use them well enough anyway. But doing the work from the block, and that's something that not everyone has blocks, but you can usually find a way to do stuff from above the knee, whether it's the hang or blocks or anything like that. It's a really great way to just work on one portion of the movement, and it's not very straining to do. So it's a great thing to do on a day where you don't want to train heavy. And then here you'll see my my squat for the day. So I just did a couple reps, the bar, 135 and 225. And I just want to get this done, and didn't really feel too bad. I wasn't really hyped up at all for it. Didn't even put my knee wraps on or anything, and just got this done really quick. But, that's kind of the topic that I wanted to mention. So on days where you don't feel like training, but you still want to do some stuff, find some pain-free movements that are still going to be productive. So hopefully that's something you can take away. But I will see you all tomorrow in day 14.